So I have this Flowmaster Super 44 series cat back system. I'm going to throw me down a nice comfortable creeper. It's a small system as it is, but there's not much of it left. Maybe just get a breaker bar and just snap them. I mean, here's a side-by-side comparison. Nobody's going to be looking at it but the inspection guy, so it's... smearing boogers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing a Flowmaster Super 44 series cab back exhaust system on the 99 Wrangler. So I bought this kit at least about 3 years ago. It's been sitting on my shelf for about that long, if not longer. It's about time that we installed it. I have to get this Jeep inspected. I'm going to be getting it ready for the winter. I'm a big fan of Flowmaster. I had them on a past vehicle I used to own and made it sound amazing. I have them on the Cadillac, and personally I really like the sound. I mean, don't you agree? It's a little chilly out here today in the shop, early November in Pennsylvania. Luckily, I have on my Patriots Touch hoodie. Not only is it comfortable and warm, but it's also good looking too. Nice. Anyway, let's get back to why you guys are really here watching. So I have this Flowmaster Super 44 series cat back system. It's not much of a system, if you know what I'm saying. Basically, it's a Super 44 muffler, and the kit basically comes with a Super 44 muffler and the intermediate / tailpipe. I was under there a few weeks ago and I realized it doesn't have one of the hangers is missing, so I got this universal hanger from Amazon. The mount for this hanger is there, but the one for this was missing. We'll just see what we're going to do. We're going to fabric cobble something together. I'm going to get this muffler out of the box and we'll show you what we're working with. Bend over, show me what you're working with. Those of you all that are interested in the part number, it's 942447 Super 44 series. And no, there's no sponsors here, guys. Basically, Flowmaster's sound is what I've loved since I can remember. I think the inlet's 2 3/8 outside. I think the outlet is 2 1/4. Now, I'm not exactly sure what we're working with underneath. So basically, my plans are I'm going to section in a piece of pipe on the inside, cut it off, give myself a little bit of pipe. So let's get underneath, see what we're working with, and cut everything out. So I'm going to get me a nice fresh saw blade. I'm going to throw me down a nice comfortable creeper and get to work. So yeah, here we are underneath. It's a small system as it is, but there's not much of it left. Actually, where the hanger mount is located on the new system is non-existent on this system. Looks like it rotted off long ago. Pennsylvania winters are pretty rough around here, folks. I'm gonna say we've been lucky for the last few years. We're due for a real bad one. I'm basically just gonna try to cut off that clamp and see if this muffler will just slide off that pipe and just leave the pipe in the condition it's in. Because the oxygen sensor is basically right there. And I don't want to be messing with it if I don't have to be. So my plan is to neatly cut this clamp off without disturbing the pipe as much as possible. Once I cut this clamp off, the rest of the pipe is loose, so there really wasn't much holding this on. I don't know why, but the hanger's no longer connected up there. So that's one step we could skip. So I'm just going to cut this off, slide it on off and out. Actually, I think I'm going to go get my impact and just bust these fuckers off. Oop, maybe not even an impact. Maybe just get a breaker bar and just snap them.
Pull towards your... Oh!
See, either one or two things is going to happen. It's going to loosen up or it's going to snap off. Personally, I don't care either way. Actually, I think I'd rather just snap off. It's quicker. There it goes. That's one. Snappy, snappy. I think this one's going to hang in there, folks. Because that one was hanging in, that one hung in there, but nevertheless, two. Just cut the bastard off. That was easy. I mean, here's a side-by-side comparison. I think it'll be all right. I think it'll fit. I think it'll fit without having to extend that tailpipe. I'm gonna probably take the death wheel and cut this off. I gotta say, I love how high the truck is. I don't have to worry about jacking it up like all my lowered vehicles. I love lowered stance vehicles, but I just don't really like working on them. Looks like someone booger welded this on, so. If I do the butt kiss thing, that's all I'm gonna need anyway, so I'm not gonna even worry about that. Booger weld. All right, this is 11/16, so I gotta get the impact. New plan. I have a pipe, I have a piece of pipe here. This is small enough to go inside the Flowmaster muffler. I cut this here, and this goes over the pipe. I'm going to basically cut this to length. This is going to go inside of here, and I'm going to weld it. We'll take up the extra distance because this muffler is definitely shorter than that muffler. I think that's pretty obvious. I'm just going to line this up with this one, and I would say cut this about here. So yeah. Then it'll work just like that. All right. This fits like over there, like that. Let's try it this way.
Many minutes later.
It's like wrestling a one-legged octopus. That would be a monopus. How the fuck am I supposed to get this on here? Oh. It's too far out, I guess. Yeah, I would say yeah. Alright guys, I just trimmed this down. The cut wasn't nearly as sexy as before, so I didn't record it. And I think now we should be okay and get ready, and we could probably mount this up now, and it'll probably be right on the money. Alright, well, I got everything basically lined up where it's got to go. I marked the pipes where I'm pretty sure everything's going to land in the exhaust system. Pretty much have to weld now, so I'm going to move this beast out. I'm not going to put it all the way outside because there's a shit ton of leaves out there. And I don't want to weld on top of leaves, you know, for obvious reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it halfway out, keeping the ass end in the garage so I can work on the ass end. I want to give myself a little bit of room to maneuver. Let's see how obnoxious the Jeep sounds with straight exhaust. Actually, it doesn't really sound that bad, to be honest. I got the welder set up. This is just a basic Lincoln 100. It's a 110 volt welder that I converted over to MIG. There's the bottle back there. I would put the bottle on the cart, but as you guys can see, the cart's seen better days. Always make note when you're welding or doing something very flammable in your garage. Make note where the fire extinguishers are located. Maybe bring one close by so it's handy. Check for anything on fire.
Don't worry, folks. I'm a fire marshal.
Okay, good to go. Puddin's Fab Shop, I'm not. Instead of stacking dimes, I'm kind of smearing boogers. But it is what it is. It's got good penetration. Just doesn't look very good, but it's exhaust. Who cares? All right, nobody's gonna be looking at it but the inspection guy, so it's fine. It's not like we're going to SEMA or anything, folks. All right, I'm gonna let that cool, and I'm gonna stuff it underneath the vehicle. And then we'll fit the tailpipe on. And I'm probably gonna have to weld the tailpipe on, which I'm really not looking forward to doing that underneath the Jeep. All right, so we're gonna put this pretty much basically around that area. All right, well, I got the muffler cap back. Just got it sitting there as of right now. I think it looks really good. Would you just look at it?
Look at that.
So now I got to make it permanent. Before I weld that seam, I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to find, there's no hanger located back there. So I'm going to locate a hanger and I'm going to get the back hung up and then weld this here, clamp this over here, and we're good to go. My plans are going to be, I'm going to mount this directly right here, bend it over, weld it. Try to keep it away from the gas tank as much as possible. And that's it. And there's one hole. Thread it out, ready to roll. This might be a little bit overkill, but I'm going to use a jack handle. A piece of weld went right into my ear hole. I hope it didn't go down into my ear canal. We'll just hope for the best. And don't forget now, I really didn't clean that pipe, so it shouldn't make the best welds. Basically just want to tack it into place to just help with the whole alignment of it. It'll help me keep things in order.
Order! Cheeseburger, please!
Now, I'm not... you guys have seen my welds from earlier, so you know I'm not the best welder. I think Ray Charles has better welding skills than I do.
You got the right one, baby.
Smearing boogers. He's a jack. He's not the master of them. He's a jack of the trades, not the master of the trades. Right? It's a good weld too. It's not a pretty weld, but it's a good weld. It's a nice penetration.
That's what she said.
There you have it, folks. Pretty simple installation. You could clamp it in, but I had the welder, so I decided to weld it. It makes things a lot more permanent. The welds didn't look that great, hence I'm not really showing anybody, but it's solid nonetheless. So basically, it went from sounding like this to this. I don't know. I think it sounded okay. I mean, it didn't sound. It wasn't as loud as what I would prefer. I guess that's a good thing. I don't want to be pissing off any of the local police anymore.
That's an attention getter.
Leave a comment down below what you guys think. Think it should be a little bit louder? Do you have a Jeep with a 4.0 with the Flowmaster on it? Do you have the Delta 44 series exhaust? I don't think they make it anymore from what I was looking. They certainly don't make it for this Jeep. So thank you for watching. I'm on the Instagram at a.patriotstouch. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time on the Patriots Touch. I just sliced my friggin' hand open. Jesus. Right in the eyes. Just great. Oop. Let's see what that does. Oh, come on, you fucking tangled up fuck. Jesus, that's a pain in the ass.